Okay, so let us look at a few things about kite. All right, so what is a kite? In fact, as you can see, it's a quadrilateral with two pairs of consecutive congruent sides, such as we see these two sides will be congruent, and the other two sides are congruent in this way. But if you look at the properties of these, there are a few things which we have to notice. Diagonals are perpendicular. You see this diagonal over here? They are perpendicular. So that means you may have to use a Pythagorean theorem to find the length of the side. At the same time, only one pair of the opposite angles are congruent, meaning this angle is congruent to this angle over here. But how about the other angles? You have to realize that the other two angles are bisected here. This angle is same as this angle. It doesn't mean that they're same as the other two angles. Here, this angle is same as this angle. All right, then let's look at a few questions. So here, EF, this side is given to be congruent to GF. And then if these two angles are congruent, how are we going to show that this is a kite? You see, we already have two congruent sides. So what we have to do is, we just have to show that this side is congruent to that side. In order for us to do that, what we're going to be doing is this. We're just going to prove that these two triangles are congruent. As you can read from here, we can say that SAS, middle side being reflexive. That tells us that these two triangles are congruent. That tells us these two, the other sides will be congruent. Then by the definition of kite, we should be able to prove that. And you can look through this one just a little bit more later. Let us look at a few questions together. First question here. If this is angle 18, what else do you realize? Okay, if this is angle 18, that means this is angle 18 as well, because upper portion is an isosceles triangle. So it's the bottom portion. Then we get to realize that these upper angle right over here can be found by 180 minus 18 minus 18, which is 36. So we end up getting 144. Then this angle x is in fact half of that angle, because this diagonal, long diagonal, cuts the this upper portion of the angle in halves. So x will be 72. How about y? Y is, since this is 29, this is 29 as well. And since this is y, then this is y as well. So we get to see that 29 plus 29 plus y is equal to 180. Or another way for you to do this, since this is a perpendicular, you should be able to figure out these are complementary angles as well. One way or the other, you will, in this case, we will realize that y must be equal to, yes, it has to be equal to 61. So 61 degrees. All right, let's look at the next question. Here, so we want to find out the value of x. How do you find the value of x? You see this is perpendicular. Then this angle is 78. Then x is complementary to 78. So x must be equal to 12 degrees. How about y? You see this is y. That means this is y as well. That makes this is a right angle. Y is complementary to 41. That gives us 49 as the angle. All right, next one. AB is equal to 12. AD is equal to 4. And then BC, and then find BC will be the same as AB, so this will be equal to 12. And this will be the same thing as AD, so that's equal to 4. Just remember that two long sides are congruent and two short sides are congruent in kite. All right, so let me just shrink this one down a little bit. So once again, they want us to find out x and y. So if this is x, y, and then I guess w. You see this diagonal is congruent to this diagonal, you see, because it's cut in halves. So therefore, w will be equal to 4. And then this angle 30 is same as this angle right over here, because because of the isosceles triangle concept. So x will be equal to 30. But you have to realize that x and y are complementary. Why? Because diagonals are perpendicular. Then y will be equal to 60 degrees. All right, and that's about it. I'm hoping that this was helpful, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.